Thanks for joining me for the weekend forecast for October 24th and 25th, the last full weekend in October. Let's take a quick look at what our weather's going to look like this weekend. It's going to be an overall pretty nice weekend. A brief chance of a shower as the front moves through on Saturday. It'll be a little warmer on Saturday, pretty cool on Sunday, but nice and sunny. So let's take a quick look at what that looks like, why that's going to happen. This is a look at our upper level wind speeds at basically pretty much the topmost layer of the atmosphere. We have the jet stream here. You can see the northern branch of the jet stream that's coming across just south of Alaska and right down with a big trough here over the western part of the United States. We've got what's here. It's a little hard to pick up, but it's an upper level block. It's an omega block, pretty classic block. And then southern jet stream, which is pretty active, coming underneath the block, just east of Hawaii. And these two are separated and have been, and that's pretty typical for this time of year. And the northern branch, as we get into the fall, starts to get much more active as the temperature, the thermal gradient, the temperature difference from the north to the south side of this tends to increase. That increases the energy available to the northern stream of the northern jet stream. The southern jet stream usually takes the winter, but we've got a pretty strong piece of energy here. And what's happened here is we've been stuck with this trough over the west, and it pretty much hasn't been moving. We've had these low pressure systems that have developed along what's essentially been pretty close to a stationary front that's gone from like the Four Corners regions of the United States up just to our west here in New England. And we've gotten a few showers this week as some of those storms have approached us. But they haven't really been able to push the colder air in. We've gotten just little pieces of it. And that's what's going to happen this weekend. Eventually, this piece, which is still way out south of Hawaii, is going to combine probably with some energy from the northern stream and create a bigger storm, and a storm that's going to be able to kind of shift the pattern. And it looks like could be, that's more than a week away now. So I'm just going to kind of give you a period of why we're continuing to be in a pretty similar pattern. And sometimes this boundary has shifted a little bit north, like it has currently today on Thursday, and did yesterday and Wednesday, and we've gotten into real warm air. And sometimes the boundary starts to shift a little further south, and we get into cooler air, which is what's going to happen on Sunday. So let's take a look at radar and what that looks like. This makes it pretty easy to see at the surface what's going on. We actually get quite a bit of snow going on here over the upper Midwest. It's snowing in Minnesota and the Dakotas. And this is added up. There's winter storm warnings and winter weather advisories up for that. And this here is the low pressure system, and the stalled out front is kind of part of that. And the low pressure system is going to do what most have and kind of ride well to our north and swing a bit of a front through, but the front's going to be dying as it comes across our way. So while this looks pretty impressive, by the time it swings through here on Saturday, we may actually never see any rain. It might just be a few clouds, but we may see a few sprinkles as that front starts to die. And it will temperatures will go from warm, which we are right now here on Thursday afternoon, to slightly cooler. But we're not going to get into any of this real deep cold, which is 20s and 15s and 20s for mid-afternoon in the middle of in October is cold. So what does that look like in terms of practicality? Well, Saturday is the day the front moves through. So it should move through kind of noon to 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Sometime in that area, the front will swing through. And there'll be more clouds during that period of the day, but most of the rest of the day we'll see quite a few breaks of sun. We will have a few showers possible. Nothing that's going to add up to more than a couple hundredths of an inch of rain. You shouldn't really change plans, even if you're planning to be outside between noon and 3, which is when I would anticipate any of the showers to happen. Any shower that happens is going to be pretty brief, so I wouldn't change all your plans based on that. But you should be ready for a quick sprinkle. And temperatures will fall a little bit by evening. We're going to start off pretty warm in low 50s for a morning low, and then we'll top off near 60. If we get a little more sun, maybe we can get to the mid 60s. But probably just enough clouds to keep us around 60 on Saturday. Sunday is definitely cooler. Morning lows will be in the low 30s. A lot of places will see a frost and a freeze. Not that that matters. We're well past the growing season at this point. But anyways, just so that you know, you probably will have to scrape your car windows on Sunday morning. And then the afternoon highs, even though we have a lot of sun, will only get up into the mid 40s. It'll feel chilly on Sunday. It's a nice day, but a cool day. Definitely a real fall feel to the day. So anyways, that's what your weather looks like for the weekend. I'll be back on Monday morning at 7 a.m. with your work week forecast as we continue to look more and more fall-like, and certainly towards the end of next week, heading towards Halloween, which I know is a week away, but we're starting to look like we make it into some real much colder air. So I'll keep you up to date on what's happening with that. I want to say thank you to my patrons who help out with what I do here at the West River Weather Guy. They help with equipment and help me produce these 2 forecasts each week. And so I just want to give a shout out to them. Otherwise, we'll see you again on Monday morning for your work week forecast.